everyone, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about perler beads, which are also known as iron beads, fuse beads, and hammer beads, which is another brand of them. You can find these beads at pretty much any craft store and stores like Walmart and Target in either the craft section or the kids section. You can also buy packs of them. I got these from eBay, and I think I bought from Blue and Dash. I think that's the company. You can get like a whole big bag of one color that you need for pretty cheap. And keep in mind, if you're shopping at a place like Michael's or Joann Fabrics, to take in a 40 or 50% off coupon, and say this tub of them, there's 11,000 in here, say it's like $10, you'll get it for 5 or 6, which is a lot better of a deal. If you're going to use these beads, you'll also need pegboards, because that's how you put them together. And then once you have all your beads laid out on a pegboard that comes in many different shapes and sizes, there's little ones too, then you have to have an iron, and you have to have some like wax paper or some type of paper like parchment paper, and you have to iron it together. So this may be an activity that you younger kids need to do with your parents. I'm 20 and I have burnt myself a couple times. Not bad or anything, but just like I'd be sitting by the iron and my leg would touch it. So they are dangerous and they can burn you, duh. But if you're careful, this is a really fun craft and you can make really cute things out of these beads. You can use these beads to make just about anything you can imagine. One thing I've decorated with these beads is a planner, a school planner. And I have a video on how to decorate this with candy wrappers, and then all you have to do is glue your perler bead creation on. And then I also have a video on all these doodles that are in my planner. There's quite a bit, and something fell out. Here are a lot of mine, and I have a couple videos on my old Sarah Lynn T channel, but you can access them from my channel. I have a playlist that says like all of my craft videos. So you can find those videos on there, or just search like perler bead creations or collection on YouTube, and you should come across my videos. There's 2 of them. I'll show you a couple things you can do. Besides decorating planners and stuff, you can make them into magnets. This is Hamtaro. Anyone know who that is? He's real cute, but you just would glue strips of magnet to the back, and oh, I think this one came off. Here's a few more magnets that I have. Here's a moon, and this one glows in the dark, I believe, in the middle, so it's pretty cool. You can do 3D projects with these beads. These are some dice. I have a video on my old channel on how to make these too, but I think I need to redo it because I don't know. And I'll just show you a few things. Here's a little Tamagotchi. Here's a little ducky. Here is Yoshi and Mario, baby Mario, from that lovely game, and My Little Pony, a robot, and Tinkerbell. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, because I don't know their colors apart, so now I didn't get it wrong. Super Panda. Here's some sweet glasses. If it was nighttime, I'd totally sing the song. Mini cupcakes, piggies, cute little penguin couple. Aw. Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Does anyone remember Tiny Toons? Remember these guys? And Plucky Duck from that show. Go watch my other videos if you want to see my entire collection. To make something pretty small, you only need 1 pegboard. The first step of making something out of perler beads is to have a pattern in your head, or have one that you have planned out on a piece of graph paper or from the computer. I believe this was from an icon. You know how on like AIM you have a little icon? They're really tiny and they're like 100 by 100 pixels. If you're in a paint program, when you use the pencil tool, it's 1 pixel. So each bead is a pixel. I know this is going to confuse some of you, but each bead is a pixel. So if you just pause my video right here and you see this pig, you can copy it bead for bead. I'm not going to make separate tutorials on little creations because all you have to do is look it up. Just go on Google, search for sprites, for video game sprites. You'll find a lot of good ones that way. Search on different picture sites for other people's perler bead creations. Search for icons for pixels. Search for pixels because people make really cute pixels. I think this My Little Pony was a pixel that I found, and you just copy the colors as best as you can and put them on the board. The shape of the board is really easy to find out too. You can tell that these are going in a circular motion. Happiness runs. You can tell this was done using a circle. Every time the beads are straight up and down, that means it was done on a square, just the pig was too. Something such as this owl was done on a hexagon that was done on that. And you can tell because they form a diagonal line. So that's how you can tell what board someone used if you're looking up other people's creations. Yeah, I have a cold. I'm sure my voice sounds different. I'm a little stuffy. Alright, so here's a little baby Mario mushroom. And I can just show you really quickly how I would approach making it. Perler beads and hammer beads are a tiny bit different of sizes. I think hammer beads are a tiny bit smaller. You can use them together, but I try not to as much as possible. But it can work out. So to make something this tiny, you can use the smallest pegboard that's available, or you can use this size. It doesn't matter. You can approach it by doing one color at a time, one row at a time, or one column at a time, whatever you want. I'm going to start at the bottom. You can tell that there are 5 white beads at the bottom, so all you're going to do is put them in a straight line on the pegboard. Put 5 in a row of that color. And look at that, my nails broke. It's not because they're brittle or anything, it's just I'm in a lot of art classes and I open a lot of different containers of inks and stuff like that, so if it gets caught, like if something sharp gets caught on the side, it peels off. It's so gross, but so my nails are in a little bit of trouble right now. I'm not going to cut the good ones because I'm waiting for the little short ones to grow out. Since I'm doing this by rows, the next row you'd put a red, a white, a black, a white, a black, a white, a red. Alright, so now I have all of my beads laid out on the pegboard, 1 bead per peg, and I can't tip this too far or they'll fall off. There's the heater. While you're putting these on, if it's a pretty small project, you can have your iron plugged in and turn it on. I put mine to the cotton setting, so the cotton's on that line. Once you're at this point with all your beads on, you need to get a piece of wax paper or parchment paper or whatever. Yeah, when you buy a set of beads, it comes with this paper, and you can reuse it so much. This one is so old, but I can use it again and it will be just fine. So you're going to place this paper on top of your bead design, and then you should be working on a flat surface, but I'm trying to show you guys without moving the camera. So you're going to take your iron and you're going to iron in a circular motion around the entire project area, and you can tell that they're sticking to the paper. I don't really time how long I'm ironing for. I just kind of know, but a good tip is like about 30 seconds. You kind of want to let it sit for a little bit because it's hot. Just leave it sit on there for a couple minutes until it's cool to the touch. It's not like super hot unless you keep your hand on it. Well, oh look, it's good. Now it's hot. Once it's cool, you take it off and it's on the wax paper. Peel it off of that, and you can tell that the top of the beads where you ironed already are melted down. If you use dirty paper, sometimes you'll get discoloration on like your whites. So just keep that in mind. So then what you're going to do is place the side that you already ironed, place it down on your surface, and then put the paper on top again and iron that side as well for about the same amount of time. Alright, and then let this cool for a little while and then you're all done. Make sure you turn your iron off when you're done. Let it cool before you put it away. The final thing I want to talk about with these beads is how to make larger projects. As you can probably see, this one's not going to fit on one board. This one, for sure, does not fit on one board. There are linking boards. It's like a puzzle. They go together kind of like a puzzle. So you'd put them together on a flat surface. That's how you would make something this big. Make sure you iron the whole thing under the same amount of pressure and for the same amount of time. I don't know, I think I covered pretty much everything. If you still have any questions, just leave me comments below and I will try and answer them the best I can. I don't know, would any of you buy this stuff from my Etsy shop? Let me know and let me know what you would want to buy. You guys have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh no, did I not bring that? I'll be right back, okay. Whoa, gosh, dropping things. Oh, out of breath from going up the stairs.